Okay guys, so this is my studio. It's so messy right now, but that's what we're doing, right? We're going to work on getting it organized. This is my work area, workstation, like desk. Then I have my Cricut sewing machine area. This is where I film, so that was my workbench. This is a mess. It's just, it needs quite the organization and deep cleaning. Look at this mess. These are all things that I have done that have yet to sell, and I need to do something with it. The shelves are a hot mess, but we will get it. I won't get it all in one video, that's for sure, because there's some things that I really need to do that I just don't have the room for right now, but I will continue to work on it. But let's get to it. So about a couple of years ago, I actually got this, these little rings are just like for curtains, and I got a curtain rod and I put it right here on this wall. And this is where I hang my stencil, my reusable stencils. I also have some decals that you get at the Dollar Tree and that. And then I did put a couple of screws or nails to the right side of it. And that's where I hang a lot of the Dollar Tree decals. So just my little area where I keep organized with my stencil, because it's so hard to keep organized with these. So I do have to find a better way to organize my vinyl. But for now, this is working, I guess. I just have it in this Dollar Tree bin, and that way it'll stay organized. But it's not my best. I guess I would want to have something a little bit more organized and better. But for now, it works. It's clean, and I actually got rid of quite a bit of scraps that I just knew I wasn't going to use. So I like where I'm at right now, at least for now. All right, friends. So an opportunity presented itself to me and my business. And now everything that I have made, I am able to bring into you like my manicure? It's lovely. Anyways, everything that I have made, I can actually have the opportunity to bring to a small booth. It's very small. It's a small little area, but I can bring it to that local, to a local place that takes on kind of like a consignment. So I am going to do now is take some of the items that I've created and put them to the side, and that way I know what to bring. Okay, so here we are in my workstation now. This is where I do all the filming and all the crafting and building. So I like to have it cleared up. Of course, a lot of things that I took off of my desk is now here for the time being. So I'm just clean, organize it, and get it nicely ready for my next video. This area is my staging area where I take the pictures when my DIYs are done. And it's the catch-all, you know, I put things, I take off, I put things, I take off. It's just one of those things that never ending, but it did need a little refresh. So I cleaned it up and gave it one coat of white regular latex paint. That way it just looks nice and crisp in photos. I also removed this lamp here that I actually DIY'd a long time ago, and it's been here. It's just decorative. It does not have any electric, you know, connections to it, but I did remove it and I did place a different lamp on there for the time being. I decided to place this upside down Dollar Tree large planter. That way it can hide all the electrical cords and that. And I am going to place a full plant right here next to it. That way it'll just be a little bit lifted and it'll just hide a little bit of all that craziness that was going on there. This area behind here, it's also one of those sketch haul. I usually keep it nicely organized. That's where I put my DIYs when they are like in the middle of like maybe drying, or when I'm working on multiple DIYs, I do place them back here. But right now it's a mess, so I'm just going to organize it and clean it up a little bit. It's also where I keep my heat press from Cricut. But yeah, it's going to stay pretty much like this for now. I did work on the top portion there, those buckets, and that's where I keep my paint on top of that. So for now I'm just going to clean it up, organize it, and just make it look a little nicer. Hey guys, so here we are. Nothing is perfect by all means, but it's so much better. So as you can see, a lot of things are cleared up here. This looks the same, but it's not. I actually cleaned it off, organized it, threw away a lot of vinyl that was just scrap. So that's organized and clean. Underneath my workstation, of course, I still have to keep most of the things, but I did organize a little bit better, cleaned. Over here, as you know, I took off a lot of the stuff because I'm taking it to my booth. It sounds so weird saying that, but I did organize the Dollar Tree shelf. This shelf could use a little bit more organization, so I got to work on that. This is stuff that still has to sell, as well as this things here, but we're getting there. We're getting there. The booth that I have is small, so I can't take everything that I have, but you see all that stuff over there? That's all gonna go, well, except for the cabinet. The cabinet is mine, but all the stuff in front of it is gonna go to my booth, so we'll do that tomorrow. Then I have my staging area. I cleaned it off and put some stuff on it. Of course, whenever I stage, I got to remove all of that out of the way, put the stuff that I need to stage. This TV, I love here. Obviously, I have it looking like it's a fireplace. I want it mounted in the middle of the fireplace. I just don't have the mechanism right now, but I think if I mount it, it will look really cool to have that as the fireplace there. But sometimes I have the fireplace because I like the wood burning sound. Or I have sometimes other crafters, YouTube, or even Hallmark movies because I love my Hallmark. So that's my little staging area. These two lights I got, I think it was like either a Mother's Day or a birthday or something for my husband. It brought tripods, but I took them off and I just hung that one on the wall, and I hung this one here on the shelf. And whenever I'm getting ready to stage and take photos, I turn those lights on and it brightens up a lot. So it's very nice. So let's come over here behind my workstation. I cleaned it off, organized it, dusted it. It was already looking like this. I had worked on this a few weeks ago, so I kept that just like that. I took off the old lamp that was there and I hung this one. If you saw that video as part of the Heidi Sonboul's Creative Champion contest, I want to keep this one because I have plans for it hopefully next summer. So then of course all my faux flowers are hanging here. They could be a little bit more organized, but I've recently worked on it, but it's just one of those things, you know. Then my workstation looking all clean and organized. I love it, guys. I truly do love it. When it feels clean and organized, I feel like I can think. So this is where I film. I have all my lighting, and of course my where's my finger? My phone or camera holder here that I can film, and I have my tools underneath. And of course my chair. I don't sit often, but every so often I do sit whenever something's drying and I need to rest my back. But other than that, I'm standing. But that's about it. These little organizing kind of like drawers I got recently on Amazon. I'm going to have it linked down below. Actually, my Amazon store is linked down below. This is where I keep a lot of my ribbon. As you can tell, it needs a little organizing, but at least it's in there. Jute twine. What else do I have? Like little wooden beads and stuff like that I get. And then just random stuff, you know, other stuff that sometimes you just don't know where to put. I love it. Not only does it allow me to have storage, but it also extends my workstation here. This is where I put a lot of the stuff that I remove from up here. As I'm staging, I just place it here, stage whatever I made, take pictures, and then put it back. Or not. So the floors I need to clean. I have not been careful. I've been quite careless in regards to paint. Most of it is water-based paint, so it will come off. But what I would like to do eventually is actually put whole new floors, like maybe like a vinyl, and lighten it up in here. But for now, this is hardwood. I'm good with that. It's fine. But that's about it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it inspires you to get your craft room, whether it's a closet, a table, or a large craft room, whatever it may be. I hope that it inspires you to organize it, make it your own, and be a place where you can get inspired.